Let's continue now. Practice problem number 6. A bike shop buys a bicycle for 7,500 and sells it for 9,000 pesos. Find the markup percentage based on cost. So CP 7,500, SP 9,000. Required percent markup on cost. So markup is 9,000 minus 7,500, that is 1,500. The percent markup on cost is 1,500 divided by 7,500 times 100%. The final answer is 20%. Number 7. A bakery buys ingredients for 350 pesos and sells the finished cake for 500 pesos. Find the markup percentage based on the selling price. So given CP is 350, selling price 500, required percent markup on selling price. So solution, markup is equal to 500 divided by 350, which is 150 pesos. Percent markup on selling price, therefore, is 150 divided by 500 times 100 is equal to 30%. So the final answer is 30%. Number 8. A computer shop buys a printer for 5,200. If the markup percentage based on cost is 15,000, find the selling price. So given CP 5,200, percent markup on cost 15%, required selling price. So solution, SP is equal to 5,200 times 1 plus 0.015. The answer is 5,980. And then, practice problem number 9. A sports store buys a pair of sneakers for 3,600 and apply a 20% markup based on selling price. Determine the selling price. So, given CP 3,600, percent markup on selling price 20%. So solution, SP is equal to CP divided by 1 minus 0.20. Substitute now the given data, and the calculated value has a final answer of 4,500. Number 10. A hardware store buys an electric drill for 4,200. They sell it for 5,100. Find D, A, markup amount, B, percentage markup on costs, C, percentage markup on selling price. So given CP 4,200, SP 5,100. Required, letter A, markup amount. Letter B, percent markup on cost. Letter C, percent markup on selling price. So solution, letter A, markup is equal to 5,100 minus 4,200. You have 900 pesos. Letter B, percent markup on cost. That's 900 pesos divided by 4,200 times 100. The answer is 21.43%. Letter C, percent markup on selling price is 900 divided by 5,100 times 100%, and that is 17.65%. MCQ LE8, calculating percentage markups. If a store buys a shirt for 550 pesos and sells it for 600, what is the markup amount? Letter A, 150 pesos. Letter B, 100 pesos. Letter C, 200 pesos. Letter D, 250 pesos. Number 2, a bicycle costs a shop 7,200 pesos. If they add a 25% markup based on cost, what is the selling price? Letter A, 9,000 pesos. Letter B, 8,500 pesos. Letter C, 9,200 pesos. Letter D, 8,000 pesos. Number 3, the formula for percentage markup based on cost is letter A, selling price minus cost price divided by selling price times 100%. Letter B, cost price minus selling price divided by cost price times 100%. Letter C, selling price minus cost price divided by cost price times 100%. And then D is equal to selling price times cost price divided by 100. Number 4, a store buys a bag for 1,250 and sells it for 1,500 pesos. What is the percentage markup based on cost? Letter A, 15%. Letter B, 20%. Letter C, 25%. Letter D, 18%. Number 5, if a pair of shoes costs 2,000 pesos and the store wants a 30% markup based on selling price, the selling price is A, 2,600 pesos, B, 2,857 and 14 centavos, letter C, 2,500, letter D, 2,900 pesos. Number 6, a coffee maker has a cost price of 3,500 and a selling price of 4,200. What is the percentage markup based on selling price? Letter A, 14%, B, 16.67%, letter C, 20%, D, 25%. Number 7, which formula is used to compute the selling price when markup rate on cost is given? Letter A, selling price equals to cost price times 1 plus markup rate. Letter B, selling price equals to cost price divided by 1 minus markup rate. Letter C, selling price equal to cost price times markup rate. Letter D, selling price equals to markup rate times 100. Number 8, a furniture shop buys a table for 5,800 pesos and sells it for 7,000. The markup amount is A, 1,200 pesos, B, 1,000 pesos, letter C, 1,400 pesos, letter D, 1,500 pesos. Number 9, a watch costs 4,500 and is sold for 5,400. The percentage markup based on cost is A, 15%, B, 18%, C, 20%, D, 25%. Number 10, which of the following is percentage markup based on selling price? So selling price minus CP divided by SP times 100. Letter B, SP minus CP divided by CP times 100. Letter C, CP divided by SP times 100. Letter D, SP divided by CP times 100. Answer key for Lesson 8. Please proceed to Lesson number 9. The answer key for Lesson 7, determining the impact of inflation on wages over time, is as follows. Number 1, letter C, future wage is equal to current wages times 1 plus inflation rate raised to the nth power. Letter B. Number 2, B. The real wage decreases if salary stays the same while inflation continues. Number 3, C. 20 20%. Number 4B, real wage is equal to the nominal wage divided by CPI times 100. Number 5, A, 400, the answer is 643,000 pesos. Number 6A, purchasing power is the number of goods and services a wage can buy. Number 7, B, inflation is 4% annually. 50,000 pesos in 5 years has less real value than 40,000 today. Number 8, B, rule of 72. 72 divided by 6 is equal to 12 years. Wait, okay. Actually, 72 divided by 6 is equals to 12. So, D, not B. So, the answer for number 8 is B. No, B. Number 9, B. Nominal wage is the wage before adjusting for inflation. Number 10, C, it decreases if wage growth is slower than inflation. Number 11, A, equivalent wage is equal to 500 times 1 plus 0.03 raised to the 7th power. Number 12, C, 10%. Number 13, D, number of working hours per week is not directly related to inflation's impact. Number 14, C, which is 10%. Number 15, B, purchasing power decreases by 2%. And that's it for today's lesson here on Smile Road. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your classmates. And make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new lesson drops. This is Sir M, reminding you that learning doesn't stop after the bell rings. Keep asking, keep exploring, and always walk the road of knowledge with a smile. Smile Road, where curiosity meets discovery. See you in our next lesson. Bye! Thanks one again.